All right, AL Central.
This is like the weirdest division to pick sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna win 85 games, and it's gonna come down to whoever,
The last week,
except for the White Sox. Yeah, last week is gonna
right? The last week of the season.
tell.
Yeah,
Who you got winning it though?
I think the Royals win. The reason I think the Royals win is because I trust their nucleus. I think they have a good nucleus. I thought their pitching was sneaky good last year. They
Hmm.
now the thing is gonna be, are they gonna get enough offense? That's gonna be the, you know, obviously we know Witt, we know Perez, we know some of the other guys in there. What's his name? What the heck is his name?
Michael
The
Garcia,
También. Eh,
MJ Melendez.
MJ Melendez has got it. That's it. Or he'll be playing in Mexico next year. You know,
It's gonna
he's
be
having a great spring,
yeah.
but I mean, he had a good April last year too. So we'll see.
Who you
Um,
thinking? Jonathan India?
Jonathan, I never been a big fan.
No,
He's
not me. Yeah, I
he
agree.
had a good rookie year. That was it.
Mhm.
You like Jonathan India? You think he's any good?
No, no, no. I
No,
don't
no,
like him.
he's just a regular guy. But I I like them. Um, I like them just it was one of those things that by default, because I think Cleveland takes a step back this year. So I
Mhm.
just think by default, I don't think those teams are all too similar. Like it's like they didn't nobody really distanced themselves this offseason.
So, I, in my opinion, right, the Guardians are gonna be a little bit better just because they get their ace back,
Right.
and very sneaky, very sneaky. They got Luis Ortiz. In my opinion, he was not great with Pittsburgh, but now I think that with the staffing that they have with the pitchers, I don't know what they do,
They're very known for that. Yes. Yeah.
but damn, they have a lab that just picks up
Yeah,
people,
they're
and I
good.
think Luis
Yeah.
Ortiz is gonna be really good this year. I think the Guardians have the edge on the pitching side, of course, above everybody.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Of course.
Smith, Kate Smith, all those guys that we don't talk about enough because they're not. I guess they're not worth talking about
They're not
for this
high
pitching.
profile guys. So
Correct. But if you know baseball, you know that they got the stuff. And in my opinion, yeah, the offense is gonna take a step back because they don't have Josh Naylor anymore. You know, J-Ram will have to pick them up. So I don't know. Basically, they
but
traded the
Rokio.
offense. Rokio what?
I know you're not a big Rokio guy, but they don't
Uh,
have
no, he's a great glove. One of the best gloves that we got in the game, in my opinion. But
they don't have I mean Jimenez, excuse me.
oh, Andre Jimenez,
Jimenez, yeah.
he got traded to the
Right.
Blue
So
Jays.
like I thought Jimenez was gonna be a star. He was looking that way a couple years ago. He just kind of went like I don't know, man. I believed in him more than what happened.
Yeah,
You know,
his offense couldn't catch up to his defense.
no, I don't know.
He's
He fell off a cliff. He used to hit though. He used to be a good contact hitter,
I
and he
know,
had a
but
little bit of power. But
it is what it is. I mean, that's the. I'll say this: if Luis Arraez, I know I bring him up so many times, but if
what
Luis
we talking
Arraez
about?
would be would hit, I'm sorry, would catch like him, Luis Arraez would be one of the best, like one of the
I
best
agree.
I'm sorry, one of the best like players that Venezuela has, but his glove is not good.
No, that's
So
the right. You're right. He doesn't have a position. So that
I'll
right.
say this: you put them both together, and they're the perfect '90s player.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You put them both together, I say that they're like the conventional, traditional middle infielder Venezolano player that you think of back in the day.
correct,
That's what you think of. One of those like
correct.
that. Historically, Venezuelan middle infielders are great fielders
Yes.
and they hit for contact. That's what you think of when you
Hmm.
think of them. Historically.
All right, I'm gonna give you some of the hot takes. Now
Go
that we
ahead. Go
say I
ahead.
got Guardians, you got Royals, I'm gonna tell you my hot take. So,
Go
number
ahead.
one, the Twins. Royce Lewis will be top 10 MVP. Don't be surprised. Don't sleep on that guy,
You're
man.
gonna stay healthy?
Yes, he will. This year, I mean, that's why I have him top 10 in MVP because he needs to play 140.
Okay.
A school back to back Cy Young. I just don't see anybody over him this year.
Hmm. I don't
Bobby
know about that's
Baseball.
hard to do.
You don't know? No? Come
That's
on,
hard
who you
to
got?
do.
Who you really got winning American League Cy Young?
The winning the American League Cy Young.
Yeah, Corbin Burns is out. Garrett Cole's not gonna play enough. Shane Bieber's coming out of Tommy John. I just don't see nobody that can compete against him. Like who's that
Um,
guy?
I think Luis Castillo. No, I'm just kidding. No, no. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Um, I don't have an answer because the starting pitcher is becoming a dinosaur and they're being phased out. So I'm not saying that you're wrong. Scooble definitely is a good pick. I just don't know who else to pick because, like you said, Burns is out. Cole is gonna be hurt. I mean, I could see Seth Lugo having a good year again. I could see
Yeah, I
it.
can see that. I can see that, but no.
I don't know if he win the Cy
If I
Young. I
had
don't
to
know.
pick, and what,
No, Scooble's a good pick. I don't have a pick, so to my pick is like a question mark. I don't know.
Gary
I don't know.
Crochet, I can see him winning it. Like,
Crochet with the Red
yeah,
Sox,
yeah, but the problem with him is can he stay healthy? I don't know.
right? Right. I mean, you can maybe Framber Valdez puts together a good year again, finds himself again.
I had him as a dark horse,
I think
and we're
that's a
gonna
dark
talk about
horse.
it. But
That's
he's
my
been
dark horse
top
pick too.
10 Cy Young on the last 3 years. That's how good Framber Valdez has
I
been.
would pick Valdez. That would be a bet I would make. I wouldn't mind doing that. I think Framber will be a good. You know,
He
I like
figures something out. He figures something out. I
I
like it.
like it. I like it.
All right, now for the Royals, my opinion, Bobby Baseball finally wins the MVP. Not finally; it's not been in the league for so long, but
Right, right. Couple
he
years.
wins the MVP.
Yeah.
I think the race, in my opinion, right? I know that they want to put in Judge, of course, is the narrative, but I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I just don't have Judge winning it. I think it's gonna be between Bobby Baseball and J Ram, and Bobby Baseball will take it.
That's a good pick. I like
Mhm.
it. No, I like it. I think
And
that it's a good pick. It's a safe pick, I think, too. But
yeah,
definitely.
and finally, I don't got nothing for the Guardians. I mean,
No,
what a,
yeah. They're kind of like
and
whatever.
Luis Robert Jr. for the White Sox, he'll get traded.
Gets traded. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think he
think he
gets
gets
traded
traded.
too. I think he gets traded too. But I think he's gonna end up in Arizona.
Hmm,
I
that's
could
not
see that.
bad.
I
I,
could see that. I think he's gonna
I,
be in Arizona, the Diamondbacks.
damn, that's not a bad
And
one.
they're making a run. Diamondbacks to me, we'll talk when we talk about that. They're the team for in the NL West. I'm telling you.
I could be wrong, but I think that I can see him getting traded to the Astros.
Ooh, that's a good one
And
too.
they love their Cuban guys as well. Between White Sox and Astros, they
That's a
keep them
good one.
between each other. But I think that they don't have an outfield. They don't have an outfield. I don't know who they got on
That's a
center
great
field right
move,
now.
though. That would be a great. I like that move too. I like that one even better than Arizona. But Arizona gets him. That would be nice, especially if he's having a good year. That
Yeah,
depends on if he's playing well too. So
yeah, no, no, no. I agree. But yeah, I would love to see what Yusuf has to say. We'll chat with him later about that.
he he doesn't like Luis Robert though.
I know, but that's a political thing. But he knows the talent is there. Don't get
Right.
me started with politics. All right, give me your hot takes on the AL Central.
All right. I feel like Jose Miranda is gonna have a breakout year. I just feel because last year he had a fluky injury at the end after he got hot with the bat. He got crazy hot with the bat. Then
Mhm.
he got hit in the hand with a pitch. I remember he had like a 15 game hitting streak or something like that. He went crazy. He was going crazy. He was finally putting it together, and then he gets hit in with a pitch, and then he's out, and then forget he's gone for like yeah, or he doesn't find his rhythm. Now, what I mean by a breakout year is I see like 25 and like 85 were like 25, 85 with an 8 something OPS and like 40 doubles, like that kind of year. I
No,
think
that's
that's
a
what he's
great
gonna
year
do.
for anybody.
Right. But I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna be
Right.
a 3.5 win player. I think that's what he's gonna be.
Tigers.
Tigers, we joked about this. I don't have any prediction. The Tigers are gonna fall back. And I joked Javier Baez comeback player of the year. That's not gonna happen. But
It's not
um
too crazy though. You know why? Because I think that maybe Gleyber Torres, it can go either both ways. But I think that having somebody that he can actually talk to, fool around, maybe he
otro
feels better.
hispano, otro hispano.
Otro hispano, that it's not like Andy Bañez, because I don't think they
Yeah, Andy
have too
Bañez is
much in common.
kind of like a
And yeah,
boring.
Wenzel Perez, he's a rookie. Like I think he needed somebody to be there,
Like closer
you
to
know,
his age.
closer to his age and also like his vibe. Gleyber
Yeah,
Torres
yeah, they're
is
similar. They're similar. Yeah,
very similar players.
they
They
are.
can either bring both of themselves down or they can pick themselves up. Because I think that what happened with Javi Baez on the Mets is that Francisco Lindor really helped them a lot.
He helped them. Yeah, yeah.
He really helped them. So I
He
think that
needs he
it's
needs
not
energy
wrong.
to play, but
Yeah.
the problem is I don't know what's left between the ears. That's the problem. Like he looked like he's fried.
Mhm.
That's the thing. I don't know. I joked. I don't think it's likely Javier Baez will ever be anything close to what he used to be. But I do.
Side note, real quick.
Mhm.
If he is not, do you still want him to play for PR?
I don't. I'm I'm
Really?
I'm I'm on record saying I think I've said this to you, but if I'm running Puerto Rico for I want a different roster, bro. I don't want the same people as all the time anymore. I want to go young, even if they're not like stars. I want to go
Mhm.
young and hungry. Like I don't want this. I don't want Rosario. I don't want Eddie Rosario, and I don't want Baez. Those guys, I don't want them. I do not want them. Kike, we need. We gotta keep Kike can still play, but far as those two specifically, uh, Rosario and Baez, I don't want those guys. I'm tired of them. They're not. I'd rather give that spot to somebody else.
Like the kid from Santurce, what's his name? The right fielder that won the batting title.
eh, oh, you're talking about
Oh, it's not Ortiz. What's his name? Se parece a Mike Tower. Forgot his name though. You know who it is
oh
though.
no, you're thinking of Brian Torres.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Brian Torres. I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
No,
no.
you're right. Ruben Castro.
Ruben
Sorry.
Castro. That's the one.
Yeah, I mean that guy he can hit in his sleep. I mean he's
Yeah.
not super young. He's like 26, 27, but he's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
old. At
And
least
people don't know him because he doesn't play in the
right.
MLB, but
Mhm.
he's good. I've seen
Yeah,
him
yeah.
play.
Yeah,
You
he
know.
can hit. He can hit and he can field too. So a guy
Mhm,
like that, it took them in the Serie de Caribe like 3 games to put him in the game in a game,
mhm.
because they're geniuses over there. But I was screaming. I was so mad. I was like, this guy, bro. Like, anyway. So but anyway, so that's me. I just want to change I just want to change things up. That's all. I
Mhm.
don't think, el de Cleveland, the outfielder Jonathan Rodriguez. I mean, he's 25, but he's never established himself yet. He's got a lot of power. Let him
Mhm.
play right field, you know. Um with Cleveland's gonna let him play. So maybe him and Jokensi Noel from the Cleveland are gonna be fighting for
For the
spots.
spot.
It depends on who's hitting. So
Yeah,
you
that
know,
is true. Right now, the marketing is towards John Kenzie.
of course it
Big
is.
Christmas.
Of course it is, because that's how it is, man. And but that guy,
Dale.
he's not that great either. I've seen he's okay. Okay.
No, no, no. He's a él es como
All
José
or nothing.
Guillén. Él es un bruto en el sentido de que le quiere dar la pelota like so badly. He wants to murder the ball every time.
Yeah.
And I think it just happens with young guys. They tell them like, look, you gotta practice this launch angle, do this. He seems like in my opinion, he looks like
That's
a
his one. He has one approach is
one
to hit the
approach.
crap out of the ball. And if you
Correct.
don't get it, but he's got swing and miss, so you can pitch to him until he figures, tiene mucha fuerza,
Mhm.
pero you know, and that's the thing. Like people are in love with power, so it is what it is. But we'll see. The Cleveland will be interesting, like we said.
What's your hot take with Cleveland though?
With who?
With Cleveland, what's your hot
Cleveland.
take?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think Clase is gonna have a down year.
Yes.
I'll tell you why.
I mean, that's not a hot take. He just had one of the best seasons of all time. But tell me why.
Well, that's part of it. Relievers usually don't. Now, unless if he has another year where he has the ERA like last year, then yeah, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame sometime. It's almost impossible for you to
Yeah.
have that many dominant years in a row. We don't see that. So
Mhm.
that's why I just think now I'm a down year. I don't mean down year for anybody. I'm talking about for him. So like instead of the ERA being 1 point, what was it like 1.7, whatever it was,
Oh,
below
it was
two,
like
right?
0.67.
Or zero, okay, whatever it was, right?
Mhm.
ERA is now gonna be like 2.10 or something like that.
0.61. That's what it was.
Right, ridiculous. His ERA is gonna go up to like 2.10 or something like that, which for anybody else is great. But
Yeah, no, that's true.
I just think that is just a natural progression. It's like a natural thing where it's like most closers, it happens to everybody, except Mariano, the only one that has never happened to. Everybody else, you'll have even a few good years, and then you'll crash down to earth a little bit. The ones who suck or who are not at, the lesser ones will crash way down to earth. But that's not
Mhm.
gonna happen to Clase. I just think he's not gonna be as dominant as last year. That's all.
It happens to the best of them. It happened to Rafael Soriano.
I
It
remember
happened to
Soriano had a good
Rodney.
Ronnie.
It happened to basically all of our closers that I can think about being dominant.
Yeah,
Jose
Jose Mesa,
Valverde, Jose
Armando
Mesa,
Benitez.
Armando Benitez. Damn, it really happens, and the downfall is so quick for relievers. That's the problem. Like you just don't know.
Valverde.
Valverde, yeah, he was, he was dominant at one time. Francisco Rodriguez, también K-Rod was just 1 year. He was just booty.
You
Just
couldn't touch
couldn't.
him. Couldn't touch him.
So I can agree with that.